Hi friends, my name is Colby Sharp. I am a 5th grade teacher, and these are the books that my students are currently reading as we finish up September. We started school about 5 weeks ago. I did one of these the first week, and now it's fun to kind of look back and see how their preferences have maybe changed and to kind of see what the themes are. And I love doing these because I learn a lot about the class by doing them and get a feel for what books I might want to book talk coming up, what series I might want to introduce, what authors I might want to introduce, if there's any holes in kind of like the class reading world. And it's really fun. It's just fun to see the titles that they're reading. So I'm going to go through really quick all of the books that they're reading. And we'll start with I Survived. No surprise here, this series is hugely popular in our 4th grade classrooms, and many of the kids get excited to continue reading it. Now, a lot of my kids who maybe are nervous or shy away from reading historical fiction, this is a great way to get them into that. Next up is Jess Keating's Elements of Genius, the first book in the Nikki Tesla series. I absolutely loved this book. I think it is special. I think the series is going to be great. I can't wait to read book 2. Super excited for this kid reading this. Hilo. Who doesn't love Hilo? Most 5th graders do. A great series by Judd Winnick. And I think that I just heard on the radio that it was the 25th anniversary of Real World San Francisco. Is this year, maybe? I think so. And Judd was on that show. I actually was hearing a podcast. People were saying that was the greatest year of television ever. It was like the peak of ER, Friends, Thursday Night with Seinfeld, Mad About You. Anyway, you don't care, probably, if you're watching this. But Judd series is phenomenal. Kids love that. Darth Paper Strikes Back from our school library. We read Origami Yoda, so like the class, tons of them are reading Darth Paper and Fortune Wookie. There's all kinds of origami being created all the time, even maybe when they're not supposed to. But I love the kids' excitement. I love when I can read a book and then they want to continue the series on their own. This child, I believe, went to the library this morning and got Fortune Wookie, or he was looking for Fortune Wookie, so hopefully he got it. I didn't get a chance to check in. Titan's Curse. This kid loves Rick Riordan's books. So excited to see him continuing on in this series. I just got this book yesterday. Simon & Schuster sent it to me. It's called To Dance, special edition. It won one of those fancy stickers. And I have a girl in my class who loves to dance. So I thought this graphic novel was perfect for her. And she picked it right up, and she's almost done already. So hooray. Dear Sister was maybe one of the 2 or 3 most popular books in my class last year. So excited to see it making the rounds again. I think this book will always be popular. Kids love it. It's hilarious. This boy writes letters to his sister starting when she's born because his parents make him for her baby book. And he really hates her. And for much of their lives, he's not a huge fan of her. But you can kind of see his feelings change as he grows and matures. Super fun. Wicked Nicks. I know absolutely nothing about this book, and that's fun thing about teaching is you get to see some new books based on what your kids are reading. It looks like a fun fantasy book. Excited to see what this kid thinks of it. This child loved Edith Cohn's Spiritsky, so this appears to be right up her alley. Probably the most popular book in the country right now, Guts. I know that it's up there with the new Dog Man, but this book just came out and the kids are stoked. They're doing a great job of reading it quickly and passing it on. I'm sure that many of them will revisit it as the year goes on. I love that a kid is reading Capture the Flag. I don't think in my 2 years of 5th grade a kid has read this book, but this child is loving Kate Messner's book. He is loving the Silver Jaguar Society. I think that's what it's called. It's been a couple years since I read it, but I was talking with him and he is all in. So excited. Wild Robot. Just another classic, like an instant classic. Like this book will be popular for as long as I teach. This book will be read for as long as I teach. This book will be great for as long as I teach. I wish this book would have been around when I was in 5th grade. I would have read it after Hatchet and loved it. Good job, Peter Brown. Dog Man, of course, naturally. Captain Underpants and Dog Man. Like seriously, Dave Pilkey, home run hitter. Catherine Applegate's Crenshaw. I love talking about this book with kids, so I'm super excited that another student has picked it up. They're on page 16. They just started today, so I love talking about this book with kids. Excited to see where this book takes this reader's heart. Next up is Beatrice Zinker, Upside Down Thinker. If you haven't read Shelley's series, you are really missing out. It's an illustrated novel. Kids absolutely love Beatrice. They love the illustrated novel, super popular. Man, that's only one stack. So many great books. Library Day, 1,111 answers to everything. Loved these books as a kid. Let's give you something interesting here. Why are leaves green? That's science. Learn about that kind of stuff. Why do I sneeze? Why do I get dizzy when I spin? I don't even know why I get dizzy when I spin. I'm going to leave that book right there open to that page. Looks like it's got something to do with your ears. Kwame Alexander's crossover. Look at this. Like, this is loved, right? Like, the Newbery medal is wasting away. Got all this. It's just loved. Just a loved series. It's even like falling apart on the inside. Don't worry, we have 5 or 6 copies. They'll all be okay. Oh, I put the 2 books that I'm reading aloud to my students in here. Operation Frog Effect. This class is, a lot of them are struggling with juggling a bunch of characters, and this book just seemed like a really fun one to read aloud. I hadn't read aloud yet, so we actually put it up on the projector, and as we read, we have like a big piece of chart paper with all the characters on it, and we add things to it as we learn more about them. So they're kind of just learning another strategy for keeping track of characters. Super fun. Read aloud. My other class, we are reading Kate Allen's Line Tender. Kate is actually visiting our school in October, and we're really excited to host her. The kids are loving this. We just finished the 5th chapter today, and you know, they're really getting to know Lucy. Yeah, I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to spoil anything in this book if you haven't read it. But whoa, it's coming. It's coming, friends. I love Claudette. Giants Beware. I didn't know we had this in our school library. Good job. Yeah, I loved it. I love the size of these. I don't know. I like when books are a little different, have that little twist. And Claudette is one amazing character. Kids love her. Absolutely Almost. I think every kid should read this book. I would love it if every kid read this book. I love Lisa Graff, and I love this book. Elby. Just makes me want to stop this video and reread some of these books. Another I Survived, which is fun that this kid is reading this one because we're also reading a book that has a shark in it in The Line Tender. Thought that was fun. We watched a couple of book trailers today from Mr. Shu's blog, and one that we saw was Gordon Corman's Restart. And kids immediately went to the realistic fiction section of the library and picked that up. One Dead Spy. Absolutely love these graphic novels from Nathan Hale. Cardboard. Always a fave from our school library. Kids are really digging the books from the school library this year. That's a big thumbs up. And I don't know where my copy of Cardboard is, so I need to buy a new one of those. My pie almost fell. One of my all-time favorite books, I think one of the 3 greatest books ever written for kids, The One Only Ivan by Katherine Applegate. Love to see 2 of Katherine's novels being read. Go 5th graders. I believe that this class, some of them had Mrs. Woolworth in 3rd grade, and she read this aloud. And Miss Woolworth is now a literacy coach, so I think in a couple more years I'll be able to read Ivan aloud again because none of my kids will have read it. So that's exciting to me. Babysitter's Club, graphic novels. So popular, so awesome, so fun. The new one's out. This is not the new one. This is the first one. Raina Telgemeier, you may have heard of her. She's in this pile already. Undead Pets. Zombies and stuff. They just love that kind of stuff. So fun. Woodstock. Got a little Snoopy here, graphic novel stuff going on. I need to read this. Invisible Emmy, another wonderful graphic novel. If you haven't read these, there's 3 of them now. My kids absolutely love them. They devour them. You have to buy them every year because they fall apart. And then finally, 2 kids reading Palacio's Wonder. They actually, I think, are sitting at the same table, which just makes my heart happy. Lots of dust jackets there. And I actually visited that group today and asked them if they were interested in reading Whitebird, which is the brand new graphic novel from Palacio, which you get to follow the story of Julian's grandmother as someone trying to survive the Holocaust. Such a great, great book. And the one girl was really excited. She added this to her book basket. So I thought I would talk about it. Anyways, these are the books that my students are reading. If you made it to the end, thank you. Would love to know down in the comments below either the book that you are currently reading or what books your students are reading. always looking for new books to add to the classroom library. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day and happy reading.